Guys, welcome to today's class. In this class, I'm going to talk about composition of functions. Now, what do we understand by the term composition of function? A composite function or a composition of function is created when one function is substituted into another function. Is whereby a function is created whereby one function is substituted into another function. For example, this is an example of a composite function. And this is a composite function. This is formed when the g of x is being substituted for x in f of x, which is written as forg. We write it like we call this forg, f or g of x. This is called forg. We also have another example of composite function, which is written as g of f of x, and we can write this as gov of x. Last one we have is what? H of, let's say, g of x, also f of x. Now this can be written as h of g of f of x. Now these are examples of composite functions. Now let's solve some examples using this. So let's go these examples. Now, number 1, given a function f of x equal 3x plus 2, given another function g of x equal to x plus 5. Now we are being asked to solve for f of g of x and g of f of x. Now, how do we start? How do we solve for this? Remember, I told you that this means we substitute g of x into the function f. Now, f of x is already giving us 3x plus 2 and g of x is already giving us x plus 5. Now, solving for this f of g of x, this simply means f is into, what is our g of x? X plus 5. Now, putting this into our f function is 3x plus 2. So it becomes 3x plus 2 into x plus 5. So this simply means wherever there is x, we put x plus 5. So therefore, there is x here. So wherever we see x, we put x plus 5. So we put x plus 5 plus 2. So we have, when we multiply, opening of brackets, so we multiply 3 times x, we have 3x, plus 3 times 5, we have 15 plus 2. So we bring out 3x, 15 plus 2, we have 17. So therefore, these are answer for solving for the first one. Now, we're being asked to solve for the other one, which is what? Gov of, that's g of f of x. Now, I know that we can also write this as g. What is our f of x? 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2. So this simply means we are going to put this into this function of what? G. And the function of g is given as what? X plus 5 into 3x plus 2. So, therefore, we can simply say wherever we see x, we put our 3x plus 2. So, there's x here. So, we put 3x plus 2 in place of x. X plus 2 plus what? 5. So, we have 3x plus 2 plus 5 is 10. So, therefore, this is the answer when we solve for g of f of x. Now, we're going to take another example. Now, another example, we have a function giving us f of x, which is equal to x squared plus 6, and another function g of x giving us 2x minus 1. We are being asked to solve for the fog and the Gulf. Alright, now let's solve for the fog. The first one says f of g of x, and this can be written as f into what's our g of x, 2x minus 1. This simply means we are going to put this into the function of f, and the function of f is given as x squared plus 6 into 2x minus 1. Now, wherever we see x, we put this. Remember, our x is taking a square. So, we go into this, we have 2x minus 1 or square plus 6. This can be written as 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 plus 6. So now we need to expand this bracket before we're able to continue with our solving. Now let's expand 2x times this, we have 4x squared. This times this, we have minus 2x. This times this, we have minus 2x. Minus 1 times minus 1, we have plus 1 plus 6. So therefore, we have 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 plus 6, we have 7. So therefore, this is our answer when we solve for f of g of x. Now, solving for the other function, which is giving us g of f of x. This will be written as g into f of x, which is x squared plus 6. So therefore, what's the function of g? 2x minus 1 into x squared plus 6. So therefore, wherever we see x, we put x squared plus 6. So it will be 2 into x squared plus 6 minus 1. So 2 times this, we have 2x squared plus 2 times 6, we have 12 minus 1. So therefore, we have 2x squared plus 11. So this is the answer when we solve for f of g of s and g of f of x. Now, let's take another example. Another example which is given as, now we have a function. In this example, we are going to make use of 3 functions. Alright, now given these 3 functions, f of x 2x minus 1, g of x s cubed minus 5, and h of x 5 minus x squared. Now we're going to solve for f of g of 3. We're going to solve also for g of f of 3, and we're going to solve also for h of g of minus 1. Okay, now let's start with the first one, which is f of g of 3. F of g of 3. Now, looking at this example clearly, find out that in this case, we're not giving x. We're not giving an equation, but rather we're giving a number. So, this can be written as f of, what's our g? Our g is given as what? S cubed minus 5 or n3. Now, you know that they ask us to look for g of 3, which is to say, wherever we see x in the function of g, we are putting 3. So therefore, to become f into, wherever we see x, we put what? 3. So to become 3 cubed minus 5, which is f into 9 minus 3 times 3. 3 is the power of 3 is given as 27, which is 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So 27 minus 5, we are going to have 22. So f of 22. Now this is very easy to take up from here, which is to say, we'll take the equation of f of x, and wherever we see x, we put the value 22. So now what's our f? Our f is given as what? 2x minus 1. And we say wherever we see x, we put what? 22. So it becomes 2 into 22 minus 1, which is equal to 2 times 22. We have 44. 44 minus 1, we are going to have what? 43. 3. So this is the answer for the first equation. Now going to the second question, g of f of 3. Now, where's our f of 3? We start from there. Our equation was given as what? F of x is 2x minus 1. So wherever we see x in the f of x equation, we put 3. So therefore, this can be written as g of 2x minus 1 of 3. So we have g into, wherever we see x, we put 3, 2 into 3 minus 1. So we have g of 2 times 3, 6. 6 minus 1, we have 5. Now, what is the equation? The function of g, rather, is s cubed minus 5. So wherever we see x, we put 5. So therefore, it's 5 cubed minus 5. So 5 cubed is 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, we're having 125. So 125 minus 5, we have 120. So this is the answer given for the second question. Lastly, let's go to the last question, which is given as h of g into minus 1. The same procedure, same process. We first solve for the function of g of minus 1. So it will become h into, what's our g? S cubed minus 5 into minus 1. So wherever we see x, we put minus 1. So it becomes minus 1 cubed minus 5. So this is given as minus 1 cubed is minus 1 times minus 1 is 1. 1 times minus 1, we have minus 1. So minus 1 minus 5, we're going to have minus 6. So taking the equation of h, which is for taking the function of h, which is 5 minus x squared. Now, wherever we see x, we put minus 6. So it becomes 5 into minus 6 all square. Minus 6 all square is minus 6 times minus 6, which is 36. So 5 minus 36 is equal to, it will be a negative, our answer is going to be in a negative form. So it's going to be minus 31.